what's up, y'all? This is Mario, and you know I got soul, so keep it locked right here. Don't go nowhere. Yeah.
Cool. Alright, Mario, so you just dropped a new single, Fireball. You're on this tour right now. Just kind of introduce us to the single.
The single Fireball, it's really just about the turn up, man. I just wanted to do something fun for the summer. And I actually am finishing up a new project right now, so I wanted to put something out, because I won't probably be done for the next 2 months or so. So I wanted to put something out for the fans, to just enjoy. And, you know, the record's just about controlling your environment, having a good time, and turning up and having fun. We spending all our Benjamins tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Having a good time.
Yep. And of course, this is your first song since, you know, departing from RCA.
Yeah.
You know, what's that transition been like? Because I know you've been starting your own company, been putting out your own music, so just talk about all that and the transition.
The transition for me has been amazing, man. You know, a lot of it has been supernatural. RCA was a label that helped me to, you know, reach new heights in my life. You know, just leaving Maryland and, you know, giving me a platform to perform to my fans. And now it's like a new beginning for me. I feel like this is like my first project again. You know, where I'm able to do it my own way with my own label. I'm teaming up with some producers I worked with in the past that I think people will be really excited to hear about. I'll be announcing that really soon. And we're just I just want to make good music again. Music that give people moments to remember. I feel like that's what's missing. So that's what I'm going to bring to the game.
Right. And of course it was interesting because you left the RCA situation in the middle of your album.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really happen too often. A lot of times you put out the album and then you leave. So what was the decision to leave in the middle of it?
It was just a timing thing. You know, I think that the timing was right, and you know, I've been talking to, you know, my peeps, and you know, again, it was just more of a timing thing. And 2015 just happened to be the year that it happened. The good thing about, you know, being a writer myself and actually being very involved creatively is that I can find new moments to create. You know, I don't think music is the hard part. That's my gift. So recreating a project won't be hard.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course, being independent now, you're going to be running business your own way. But just sonically speaking, as far as your music, is anything going to change with that as far as the sound?
I think what you're going to hear in the future, you know, is music that can be played in every country, straight through the middle. I'm going to give you pieces of universal, great, classic songs that everybody can relate to. You know, really just like getting back to just making music that's for the world, man. You know, it's not for any particular audience, just music that people can enjoy and, again, relate to, and creating moments for people to remember. That's what music does. That's what music is for. It's those moments, whatever genre it is. You know, but for me, I definitely want to keep it soulful, keep it fun, and keep it classic.
Right. And I think throughout your career, even earlier on, you've wanted to be more than just an urban artist. But, you know, you've actually had a chance to have a lot of urban hits, some of which that have crossed over into top 40. So now that you're doing your own thing and you want to attack on all these different sounds, do you think it's going to be a risk? Because, you know, you've developed a fan base that's followed you with that one market. So do you think switching it up might scare the fans away?
I don't know. I never really think about that. I don't really think about scaring people. I just think about making good music. And there's always a risk factor to it. But when you're having fun with it, and, you know, when you're making music that, and you're being well-rounded, and I'm going to keep the project well-rounded. So it's going to be something for everybody on there. You know, I don't think you can lose when you do that. You know?
Sure.
And staying consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
And as far as the direction of your music, Somebody Else and Fatal Distraction, it kind of saw you going into more of an alternative type of R&B vibe. Is that still the direction for this new project, or?
No, I would say that the new project has a little more energy to it.
Okay.
You know, this project has it's more up-tempo, it has more energy. I'll have the ballads, but the main part of the project and the singles you'll hear will have more energy, like Fireball. And it's a certain part of me when it comes to just being young and having fun. Then you'll have, you know, records I'm doing like in the EDM pop world, but that's still soulful and classic. Then you'll have my like classic live music sounding up-tempo records. So you're going to see a more, like I said before, you know, you're going to see a more well-rounded universal artist in me.
Cool.
in this new project.
And you were mentioning producers that you hooked up with back in the day. One of the producers, of course, you posted on Facebook, Scott Storch.
Yeah.
Back in the studio with him. Just talk about that session and what went on there.
It's crazy because me and Scott have been talking for like a few years about, getting back in. And the time I was on the label just wasn't, when I was signing, just wasn't the right time. And now that I started my new company, and Scott has, created a whole new situation for himself, and he's working. I actually heard some tracks through a mutual friend, and I called Scott on FaceTime, like, yo, I'm coming to Miami to see what you're working with. Went down there, and man, he played me some crazy records, and he's in a great space. So we're gonna work and we're gonna make some hits, man.
Cool.
Just stay tuned. Me and Scott got something coming, some crazy thing.
You got these different ventures going on, New Citizen being one of them.
Yeah.
How does that kind of relate to your career? Like, what's that going to do for you?
So New Citizen represents, it's just an umbrella company. It's an entertainment company. Being that I'm creatively going in so many different directions, business-wise, and creating some new, strong forms of distribution and that type of thing. New Citizen is a company that I'll be partnering with either other labels or other distribution companies. But I won't be signing directly to anybody. It'll just be partnerships.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I read in another interview that your new project, you're not looking to put out a whole album, you're doing singles at a time. So
Yeah,
what's the idea behind that?
The first project is going to be all singles. We're gonna put out singles and really just shock the world with it, and just go full force with like 5 or 6 singles that are just amazing, and then create a project that is conducive to what people heard.
Okay. And now that you're in an independent situation, you're doing all your business stuff, you're making your own music, so of course you're not going to have that major machine behind you anymore. So how are you going to kind of measure success? Because you've had #1 hits, you've had a platinum album.
Well, yeah, the crazy part is I do have a machine. It's just not what you would typically see from an artist. Like, I won't be signed, like I said, directly, but I will be doing partnerships. So there will be partnerships, there will be machine, but every market is different. The U.S. is different from Australia. Australia is different from London, and Asia is different. Like, every market will have a different, we'll have different partners. And, I'm still developing some things right now, but just know that you will definitely hear the music. You will definitely, see me on tour in your city. And, it's our New Citizen, man. It's a movement.
Right. And of course, with this Fireball tour that you're on right now,
yeah,
been traveling all over the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah, this is more like a promo tour. I wanted to like touch some markets and really, get out to the fans and let them hear the new music and perform it live for them. So.
How important do you think it is for you to go on this promo tour? Because Fatal Distraction, somebody else came out almost 2 years ago, so
yeah,
kind of have to reintroduce yourself. So how important was it for you to go on this?
Fatal Distraction and somebody else came out in about a year and like 2 months ago, and I feel like in that time I've been able to create a body of work that people haven't heard yet. But I wanted to put something out for right before the summer, and then drop another record before the summer, which I'm dropping probably in like another month or so. So I'll be talking about that. Stay tuned. Oh yes, Mario on my Instagram and Facebook.com/Mario to check out what I'm doing. But it was important for me to drop something so I can get out to my fans and just start to touch the markets and keep it moving. But just stay tuned, man. I got something crazy for you.